It's 10 after the hour 6. Thank you so much for joining us. It's your favorite. It's Podcast Friday. Kaizer Chiefs have signed 2 players. What does Pro Pilane think about that? What does Nadim think about that? We'll hear from Arthur Zwane as well on that day. Mpho Makola, he came on the show. He had a lot to say. What do you think of what he had to say? But more so, Pro Pilane as well as Nadim will lay into that one there. The games of the weekend, we'll also talk a little bit about that. And then there's a big one. David Notoane failing to qualify, then resigning from the under-23s. The guys will lay on that as well. Romain Folz at AmaZulu releasing 2 players, key players, mind you. Hugo Bruce, he qualified for AFCON. Linda Lamoya, who's Opta Jabu, he'll come on. Nadim Lukhele, former SABC sport research and statistician, he'll come on. Pro Pilane, Football Live Chat with Pro. He's also going to be on the show. It's 11 after the hour 6 as we speak. There is currently a live match on SABC Sport, proudly on SABC 3, I think it is, yeah? Markram is on 3 at the moment. Oh, the score just disappeared there. But de Kock, 9 before he was out. Van der Duysen, 31 before he was out. It's Markram and Bavuma at the moment. It's 41 runs for Bavuma and 49 balls. I am so proud and so happy what Timber Bavuma is doing. Markram on a 3 there. It's 91 for 2 at the moment after 19. How many overs have been played? It can't be 19, is it? But we'll take a look at it now. Let's take a break. When we come back, I'll be able to give you that score. Hopefully, it'll pop back up on the screen. Would love to hear from you as well. You know how interactive Fridays are. 086 000 2160 or 060 552 7330.
This is Karabo, the boss's favorite, the host with the most, especially with the new clients.
He's a stakeholder. Get it? Stakeholder?
But when she gets that notification that her favorite show is on in the next 10 minutes, she knows home time is calling.
Speaking about the stakeholders, they're on the line now.
With SABC2 giving you the best of family entertainment, you can kick back and relax because it's home time. No matter where you are, enjoy new primetime entertainment from 7 p.m. with family reality, cooking shows, game shows, relationship-driven shows, and travel game shows that you'll love. SABC2. Feel at home. Download the SABC Plus app today.
At Burger King, we call our new combos king-size combos. Why? Because Burger King's king-size combos are fit for a king and really big. Get our full-size, 100% pure beef everyday items just at a better price. So if you're really hungry, we have king-size combos perfect for you, or you and friends, or even you and the whole family. Save up to 70 Rand and get more food, more taste, and more value. Try the new king-size combos only at Burger King.
35 million Rand in total Powerball and Powerball Plus guaranteed jackpots is ending March on a high note. Make it rain lots of cash with Powerball at a guaranteed 20 million Rand and Powerball Plus at a guaranteed 15 million Rand. Buy your tickets now in store on nationallottery.co.za, the mobile app, cell phone banking, or simply dial *120 *7529 hash for USSD. Panda, Pusha, play. Players must be 18 years or older. Play responsibly. Ituba is the proud operator of the National Lottery.
Arsenal's major focus is to keep their winning rhythm to have a solid grip on the Premier League title.
Right back to Saka. Absolutely glorious from Arsenal.
Meanwhile, Leeds United are searching for ways to step up and grab a position in the middle of the table.
Rodrigo can wrap it up here. Rodrigo! Leeds United win the game.
Will the Gunners of London express their intentions to hold on to the top spot?
Or will Leeds demonstrate how to steal the Giants' joy?
Do not miss out on this superb vibe. Arsenal versus Leeds United. This Saturday, 1 April, live at 3 p.m. on S3.
Hashtag We Love It Here.
Proudly brought to you by SABC Sport.
For the love of the game.
Share all the sporting thrills with Betway. Visit betway.co.za. Bet your way with Betway.
Premier League, DStv Premiership, Ligue 1, Bundesliga, and CAF Champions League. Your favorite leagues are back. Get all the best odds at betway.co.za.
we gon' get them. Get connected. WhatsApp the Metro FM studio. 060 552 7303. Yo, we gon' get them. Get connected. WhatsApp the Metro FM studio. 060 552 7303.
I'll be giving you updates of the game as we go along, of course, and tell you exactly how it is that it's going. It is a live match on SABC Sport at the moment. Bavuma out on the crease alongside with Makram. It's 100 for 2 for South Africa. We're chasing a target of 190. 19.5 overs bowled so far, so we'll keep an eye on that one there. It's 16 after the hour 6. Thank you so much. It's Podcast Fridays, which means it's all about you. At exactly 6:45, you get the freedom to call in and agree or disagree with the guys as they give you the facts of the weekend. But let's greet all the guys before we even get any further. He's always on the show every single Friday. Comes in to give us the stats of our teams and how they're doing. Opta Jabu's member. He's Lindelwa Moyo. Follow them on Twitter. It's Opta Jabu. Lindelwa.
Good evening. Pleasure to be with you always.
Hey man, it's weird not seeing you in studio, but we'll have to do with just your voice today.
We'll just deal with the voice. Hey, I'm back in the Cape now. But again, the stats are always the stats. Hey,
they're always the stats. They don't change. Let's go to Propilane out in KZN. Propilane.
Good evening, good Andile. Good evening to everybody in the studio, and good evening to all the listeners of this number one sports show in South Africa.
And then let's go to the most humble member of the team, Nadim Lukhele.
Thank you for recognizing that. Good evening, everyone. Hopefully we'll have a great show today.
All right, so guys, there's a lot to talk about because it's been an absolutely amazing week, and we're going to break it down and speak about some of the big news event, but also in doing so, we'll be able to touch on some of the matches of the weekend because that position 2 is what every team is playing for now. I can't remember, when last did we have something like that, when position 2 was something that everyone was looking forward to and working towards so early. I mean, with this many games remaining still in the team.
Even last season, I think it was like that.
I mean, no, it was a lot closer. I mean, this season is Sundowns won this thing 4 or 5 games ago.
Yeah, when they beat Paris 2-0 on 31st of December at Loftus. That's where they won it.
Do you reckon that was the
trigger? That was it. That was done. No one was going to catch them, and no one was going to be able to compete with them because of how they assembled the strongest team in the PSL.
But Pro Pilani said something on Twitter watching the Sundowns ladies game. Remember, the past couple of seasons, Sundowns have been beating teams by score margins you can't imagine. 6, 7, 8, 9 every game. They've slowed down so much so that they're not even the top scorers in the women's league anymore. Pro, do you think that's something that we can see in the men's game as well, where people either decide we found out what Sundowns are about or the other teams catch up?
But Andile, there's a lot that goes behind the scenes before one can talk about matching Sundowns on the field of play. You can pass the pass, you can do everything that you want, but at the end of the day, it's so painful to watch a league title being decided in March. I think that's one fact that we cannot run away from. I don't care what teams do on the field of play, but there are other 14 teams that you must contest against. And to watch Sundowns win the league in March, I think it's something that we as South African football lovers, we really need to speak loud about, and we need to be bold about it and say other teams must catch up. They must recruit better, they must get better technical team members, and they must improve their playing the personnel so that they can match Sundowns with the points as well. Last season the gap was 13 points. This season you see the gap is 20 points. So this is a big problem.
Well, let's go, guys. Let's get into the conversations. Let's start with Mpho Makola. He was on the show. He spoke to us about his move to the Motsepe Foundation Championship, and then after that, he spoke to us about why he left Cape Town City. And I continue to say what I said. I could only know what I asked Mpho. We had no idea what Mpho Makola was going to come and tell us, but he told us his version of events, which I can understand are probably highly contested. But this is what he said about why he was released from Cape Town City.
Everything from my side, I think everything changed when I didn't attend the cricket match. There was a cricket match that was supposed to be attended by the team, but I couldn't attend the cricket match because I had a meeting with my lawyer. And I think after that, everything was switched from the coach. I'm not going to say from the chairman or anyone, but from the coach himself.
Hold on.
He took me,
okay, yeah.
Yeah, he took me out of the team, out of the A team, and then I asked him why. He told me about the cricket match that I didn't attend. And I was puzzled by it because I was like, well, I'm here to play football, not cricket.
We're going to take a break. When we come back, I'd love to know your responses on that. I know Nadim was rather heated in this conversation here. And you can hear my voice as well. Completely didn't understand that. But let's take a break.
Yo, we gon' get them. Get connected. WhatsApp the Metro FM studio. 060-552-7303. Call the Metro FM live studio. 0860-002-160.
Plug, play, and connect today with this red-hot deal from Vodacom. This month, get the Alcatel HH72 home router on a home internet deal with 10 megabit per second download speed for only 349 Rand per month over 36 months and save 1,800 Rand. Plus, you get a free Volcano Mini UPS. So even when load shedding hits, you'll stay connected. Miss it, miss out. T's and C's apply. Further together, Vodacom.
Have more to share this Easter with savings from your One Hub shop, like the Samsung 303-litre frost-free fridge freezer with water dispenser at 8,999. Save 3,000. The Samsung 9-kilogram front-loader washing machine at 8,999. Save 4,000. Deals valid from 26 March to 2 April. T's and C's apply. Macro. Save money, live better.
The most successful clubs in German football have a massive meeting. The title contenders of the Bundesliga, Bayern München, battles it out with Borussia Dortmund. Der Klassiker, a rivalry of top class. The derby that draws the world's attention. The record holders, Bayern München, understand that power in football is dominance. However, Borussia Dortmund are orchestrating a master plan to conquer this 90 minutes. This is classic football as it's meant to be. Catch Bayern München versus Borussia Dortmund on Saturday, 1st of April, live at 6:30 p.m. on SABC Sport DTT Channel 4, Open View 124. Also available on SABC Plus and SABCSport.com. Hashtag We Love It Here. Brought to you by SABC Sport.
For the love of the game.
The Metro FM Music Awards 2023. Black is back. The nominees for Best Viral Challenge are Deep London featuring Buhle, Hamba Wena. DJ Maporisa and Visca, Bastrata. Feloliti and Toss, Manga. Zitro featuring Focalistic, Dali Wonga, Sean Music, and FTS, Dobeza. KO featuring Young Stunner and Blackie, Sete. To vote, dial *120 *45787 hash. USSD rates charged at R1.50 per minute. The Metro FM Music Awards 2023. Brought to you by the Mpumalanga Provincial Government, the land of the rising sun. Metro FM, it's where you're at.
This is Sport Night Amplified with Andile.
The only, at the moment, female ref in the DSTV Premiership, Akona Makaliba, sitting with me. Your family is very close to you, and your family appreciates and loves you. I want to play you something. This is Uzizo no Sisipo. Have a listen to this.
Hi, Nonti Ringuzizo no. Sithi untshu memela nontuli. Shibe simdaka. Esithandwa ngabasixoselelayo.
Why would you say this name? Pam go Andile.
What did they call you at home? Have a listen to this. This was Wasandi.
Twenya, Nutarkan.
Twenya.
These are my nicknames, Kamarume.
I could tell from listening
I'm
to
so
them
emotional right
about
now.
how emotional you got.
I love my sisters. With everything that I love my sisters.
This is Sport Night Amplified, powered by SABC Sport. Let's go.
It's 24 after the hour 6 on a Friday. What we do is we look forward to the weekend, but we also look back at what's happened this week. Manqale ngawe useThekwini Pro Philani. Mpho Makola says, and I know you've heard it and you've listened to it, that he was released for not going to a cricket match. That's his view and understanding, according to what he told us.
But Andile, what I can say is, if you are contractually obligated to a football club, you ought to attend the club events, because these partners or sponsors that organize these events it to a certain extent they contribute towards your salary. I think from Mpho, what he should have done, I think he should have reported prior that he won't be able to attend the cricket match.
He says he did. He told us he did. I asked him. I said, Mpho, but Danny says no. I spoke to the manager and I spoke to the captain Utan.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, we out to apply the alteram partem principle with Andile and here the side of Cape Town City, because
I agree.
What we know right now is he said, she said, and all those kind of things. Maybe because the show is a responsible show, we need to get John committees to explain to us if the Mpho side is.
I can tell you, Pro, that we did send him the entire podcast, and as a team, they've decided, it's something that happened so long ago, and they'd rather just move on from it. Nadim, you share the same views as Pro?
Yeah, no, I do, because I spoke to Eric Tinkler during the day. I wanted to find out what happened, because I heard what Mpho said on his side, that since he didn't attend the cricket match, that's how he was let go by Cape Town City. I have a problem with Mpho Makola. That's why I was trying to reach him before the show. He knows. Been talking to him on WhatsApp now. The thing is that soccer players, they need to stop once the contract is terminated, or then to criticize the team. He stayed almost 5 years at Cape Town City, where he did very well for them, and to a point where sometimes was getting lengthy suspension by the PSL for whatever he was doing, which was aggressive behavior against match officials. The team still kept him. I thought it was a bit unfair and unnecessary to quote those things where he said he didn't attend the cricket match. He didn't attend the cricket match, it's a matter of fact. He should have attended it, as our KZN guy says. Pilane, that
our KZN guy.
Yeah, our KZN correspondent. He should have attended that match, because it's part of the team CSI project to attend such activities. That's how team gets sponsors, where you attend those kind of things. You find that maybe some of the sponsors join committees. They are sponsored by one of the banks in South Africa. Maybe also there was a deal that they were trying. They needed all the full strength squad to be there.
Okay.
He's wrong. He should have attended. And players, they really need to partake in all team activities. Not that I was not there for cricket, because that day is not like he was not going to be paid for it.
All right, it's 27 of the R6. Let's go to Lindela Moyena for Up to Jab, because we're about to get into the Chiefs story. Chiefs this season, there's something they've done that they hadn't done before. They've won 4 Opta.
Yes, Andile Chiefs and AmaZulu, they've won 4 straight games across all competitions, something that hasn't happened in almost 6 years.
Chiefs had not won 4 straight games in almost 6 years.
Yes, in all competitions. If you count the league only, you'll find instances where they win 4 games in a row. But if you include all competitions, then there's never been that since April 2017.
Gee whiz, and they're playing Stellies. What can you tell me about Stellies this weekend?
And they're playing Stellies, who actually have a very good record when they travel to Chiefs. So Stellies are unbeaten on all 3 visits to Chiefs ever since their promotion in 2019-2020. And in each and every game, they have scored at least once.
Wow, that's a phenomenal stat. But Chiefs was reported here on SABC Sport, and it's still on sabcsport.co.za. Mazola Malefe broke the story. Arthur Zwane responded to the incoming signings. This is Arthur Zwane speaking about the 2 signings that Chiefs are apparently getting.
Yeah, look, we have identified players. We have identified players, and we'll keep on trying our level best to bring in players that we think will add value to the club. And yes, at the moment, I'm not at liberty to diverge in information until the team make that announcement.
So you cannot confirm or deny?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
That is rather Velile Mnyandu there speaking to coach Arthur Zwane. What do you make of that? What do you make of the 2 players purported to be going to Chiefs?
They are very good players, especially Mtutuzu Mtsatsane. He's been very good since at Baroka when they helped. Remember when they beat Pirates in the Telkom knockout, and then he was so good. And then went to Cape Town City. I don't think Eric Tinkler has been playing him that much. He's not been really key starting a lot of games this season, but I think it's a very good signing for Chiefs. Chiefs need those kind of players who are just going to go straight to the starting lineup and improve the team. That's what we've been saying.
You think Tanzania is that kind of player?
He is that kind of a player. Yes. That's what Chiefs are signing. They're starting to sign well. Remember, Silent January came in. They're starting to sign players at Kaizer Chiefs material. For me, he's a Kaizer Chiefs material player.
Giving him Simango?
I'm not sure. He's coming from TX Galaxy. Yes, so I'm not sure how good he's going to be because some of the, is it 25 years and some of the players, if you're used to, and then you go to Kaizer Chiefs, you're used to play high pressure games. There's no room for mistakes. You make 2-3 mistakes, the fans are against you. Then the coach starts trying to protect his job, will drop you. So I hope you'll just improve Kaizer Chiefs. He'll go there and improve his game. Then he looks like a good signing because it's very consistent at TX Galaxy and it's also very instrumental for them.
I mean, it's quite a position that they're getting a young player to play there, Pro Pilani.
But they are getting a quality player, Put Andile. He's a quality player. Given him Simango, I rate him very high. He's very strong in the air and very strong on the foot. And I think he's going to forge a very good partnership with whomever he plays with at the back. But with him, Tanzania, I think they're going 2 or 3 seasons late. I think he's 29 now, and I'm not sure whether players like Mpho will go up 28, but I'm not sure players like Mpho Makola are going to give it up easily. There's also Mtutuzi Shabalala that is coming through in that position, and it's going to be interesting going forward. But with all that I've said, I think it's a fantastic signing for Chiefs, and it's going to help Kaizer Chiefs really to up their game. And I can safely say Amakosa Buile.
Okay,
no,
so it sounds
not
like
yet.
But I mean, they're on their way. If you're saying these are 2 good signings that are the quality of Kaizer Chiefs, it means
they're doing the right things. They're not there.
But Abuile, even the Maktua, it's a small step. They are coming back to their usual position of being one of the.
No. I said they need to sign 15 players, not 2. They are left. They signed Said. They are left with 12 now.
Yeah, any move is a good move. That's a good move. 2 players, I mean, out of your 15, they signed 2. They are moving towards your 15 in a team.
Pilan, do you agree with that,
though? Move.
Yes, Pilan, I agree.
To say that Chiefs need, in this current squad, 15 players in order to be a competitive team for the league.
No, I disagree completely. They don't need 15 players. Kaizer Chiefs need about 6 players and 2 experienced technical team members. Then they can be a force to reckon with.
How many in the current Kaizer Chiefs squad? How many players can start in Bafana team?
Well, I mean, we know because we saw Bafana.
No, I'm saying how many? Exactly, that's the problem. Kaizer Chiefs need to have at least 5 players that can easily be in the national team. Without a doubt being selected, without question mark. Now they not even a single player as part of the national team. So they need a lot of players. They need like 12. I hope Kaizer Juniors listening. They need 12 players. They must just keep signing. They're doing the right things now.
Right, I hope that Nkaung Junior is listening and is not taking your 12 player suggestion. You just look for 6 good players and you get 2 technical team members that are going to help Coach Atazwane. Then Amakosi will
never coach at a high level where he did success as a senior head coach. So you can't in the national team setup because there's no time. You get the players 3 days, then there's a game to play. You can't get a guy who's still learning to have to be in the national team setup. That's why Danny Jordan, even though I don't feel he's doing a good job, but they hired Hugo Brosa, who's doing very well, highly experienced, won the AFCON with Cameroon in 2017, minus 7 or 9 of their key players. In the national team, you need the players who will just know what he's doing, not try to learn. Notoane did the right thing. It shows that how much he loves this country.
At Pro?
Nobody likes to be a volunteer, Put Andile. You can't be coaching under 23 for the number of years that Coach David Notoane has been coaching without a contract. We can criticize Coach David Notoane all we like, but if there's no proper work environment where he can excel, then we'll always change coaching. I mean, this is a coach that was working without a contract. This is a coach that was not getting enough support from the PSL clubs themselves, because sometimes they will deny or they will refuse him players that he wants so that he can prepare the national team. They will even deny him the number of days to prepare the team. So at the end of the day, yes, it's so painful that we did not qualify for the under-23 AFCON. We can't qualify for the Olympics, but we need to look at SAFA. This is a SAFA problem, and David Notoane was let down by the Football Association of the country.
Well, whatever it is, David Notoane resigning, of course, and he still does have a job at Sundown, so he goes back to that. Let's go now to AmaZulu, and before we go there, Opta Jabu is with us. Opta, AmaZulu, they playing Swallows. It's game 2. What can you tell us about this matchup?
So AmaZulu are hosting Swallows. It's the second game of the season. What we can talk about is Swallows away form. They've won just 1 game on the road all season.
What?
Actually, they've won 1 game since last year, February, away. When they beat Chippa United, remember?
So this is in over a year.
Yeah, over a year.
They've won 1 game away.
Yes.
Jeez.
1 game away, 7 points away is the fewest of all teams in the league.
So they're not even drawing. Only 7 points.
Yeah.
So that's one
Only
game,
7
3,
points.
and then 4 draws.
Yes, only 7 points.
Gee whiz.
And as Nadim says, their last 2 away wins have come exactly 1 year apart, 26 February 2022 and 26 February 2023.
So this has been going on for almost just over a year, almost going on 2 years now.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's NFD level.
Wow, well, let's that's NFD level. They're going to be taking on AmaZulu, of course, and AmaZulu have released 2 key players this past week. Let's go to Romain Falls now, speaking on the players.
There's no indiscipline in the team. That's one thing I want you to understand. There was never a problem with discipline. There's other factors to consider, but every decision that we take is always for the benefit of the team and looking to improve what we currently have. So to answer your point, yes, obviously, it's not just those decisions. Every decision that you take is to get positive results and positive outcomes. Don't always listen to what people are saying. Very often you're going to find out it's not true. It was never the intention of the club at any point to get rid of Majoro. Majoro is here. He was injured for the previous game.
So, Ramatlin Mphahlele, you can't convince me that he's an ill-disciplined player. We've known Ramatlin since his Tuks days.
Yeah.
We've known him at Swallows. We've known him at Sundowns when he was highly frustrated and not playing.
Yeah.
So if anybody had said it was ill-discipline, it was going to be a very hard pill to swallow. So there he is, Romain Falls saying, no, Majoro's around, because it was purported there was 2 players. But it's just Ramatlin Mphahlele that's been released. Pro, you in Durban, you've got your ears on the ground. Ramatlin Mphahlele was a key member of the AmaZulu team.
Ramatlin Mphahlele, Keegan Buchanan, both released with immediate effect. To be honest with you, it was a shocking story, purely because you look at the contribution of Ramatlin Mphahlele in that AmaZulu team, and he has formed a solid partnership with Mubara, Mbongene Kumete, Skakane, and Anna Mopedepek, and they were beginning to be a solid unit, and you could see that in some of the matches, his crucial tackles and his crucial contribution at the back helped AmaZulu turning some of the losses into draws. And it's so unfortunate that a player like Keegan Buchanan, whom in my opinion showed a lot of experience and a lot of respect for the patch, and when I spoke to him, he told me straight away that he does not want to leave AmaZulu. He's happy at AmaZulu and he feels that he can still contribute more to the club. But when he was sent to the MTC, to train with the MTC, that's when he believed that his days at AmaZulu were numbered. And when he was eventually released, I was not shocked, because the player himself expected it to happen. But whatever that Romain Falls feels, I hope that the absence of these players will turn all the draws that he has played into wins.
But I hear all of that. Then why is he gone?
Well, if the club does not want to come out and tell us exactly what happened, then it's going to be difficult for us to speculate, Andile, because at the end of the day, we need to find from the players' side and also from the club side why Ramatlin Mphahlele is released, why Keegan Buchanan is released. Because I've heard that with Buchanan and the coach, it was difficult for them to see eye to eye at times. But the player himself denied to have ever had a disagreement with the coach. But I know at the end of the day, it's all up to the club and all up to the player to come out and say this is exactly what happened, and so that we can move on and close this chapter.
Nadim?
I know Ramatlin, when he was still like 19 years playing for Swallows, captain of the under-20 team too, the under-23. He's one of the most professional players you can find. Very disciplined guy. It's so painful how he was treated by AmaZulu. I actually don't like it, the way, even if you release him, why not release him end of the season? I think trying to degrade him of some sort. What is it done that you want to release him with immediate effect to leave AmaZulu? So some of the teams, I will try to reach out to him. I didn't talk to him directly. I don't know the fact why he was let go. I think it's unfair because he played 17 games, even scored 1 goal as a defender. He's been doing well for them. That's why the coach has been selecting him. But I don't know if the guy is the one, the coach, Romain Falls is the one who let him go, or Mr. Zungu. Maybe they're trying to reduce their salary scale because most of the club owners, really is expensive running a soccer team. But whatever the case is, I just feel sad for Ram.
In about 5 minutes, we're going to be taking your calls. I'd love to hear from you. Do you agree or disagree with what you've heard the guys say? 086-000-2160, 060-552-7303. You know what we call it. From 6:45, it's your turn.
For those who are searching for their families, promoting truth, healing, Reconciliation between loved ones. Come home. Khumbule Khaya, Wednesdays at 9 p.m. only on SABC1.
Celebrate more savings at ShopRite with everything you need for a family Easter feast. Like our range of delicious roasts, tasty Easter treats, and our freshly baked hot cross buns. Get a pork roast for a low $59.99 per kilo. And a 1 kilo tub of Stork medium fat spread for just $43.99. Save 10 Rand. Get more savings this Easter. Offers valid until 10 April. Only at ShopRite.
Arsenal's major focus is to keep their winning rhythm to have a solid grip on the Premier League title.
Right back to Saka. Absolutely glorious from Arsenal.
Meanwhile, Leeds United are searching for ways to step up and grab a position in the middle of the table.
Rodrigo can wrap it up here. Rodrigo! Leeds United win the game.
Will the Gunners of London express their intentions to hold on to the top spot? Or will Leeds demonstrate how to steal the Giants' joy? Do not miss out on this superb vibe. Arsenal versus Leeds United. This Saturday, 1 April, live at 3 p.m. on S3. Hashtag We Love It Here. Proudly brought to you by SABC Sport.
This is Sport Night Amplified with Andile. Okay.
The only, at the moment, female ref in the DSTV Premiership, Akona Makali, was sitting with me. Akona, I went back to a picture of you announcing a substitution at a soccer match. Soccer player looking what I think when I saw it past you.
Okay.
But it was interpreted in many different ways. And I just wondered, how often do you feel like, okay, I'm being looked at as a woman doing sports. I'm being looked at and sexualized in football in the DSTV Premiership. Do you ever?
Yes, you do sometimes. I remember when I saw the picture. For me, I knew what was happening in the field. So when I received pictures and messages from other people to say, what is this player looking at? How am I supposed to know that?
Because you didn't have a chance to talk to him about it.
Exactly.
This is Sport Night Amplified, powered by SABC Sport. Let's go. Yo, we gon' get them. Get connected. WhatsApp the Metro FM studio. 060-552-7303.
Yes, Andile, good evening. This is Mike. Yeah, Mpho Makola, I think he has a problem because if the club has agreed to do something, he should also do likewise because he's the one who's paying him salary. So when he failed, I don't know whether he reported or not, but that's just a scapegoat. He's wrong. That's why he was kicked out of the team because of that is misbehavior or discipline from a player of such caliber like him. This is Mike from Cape Town.
Thank you.
Andile, thanks for the show.
I appreciate it.
Good evening, Andile, your team, your guests, and my fellow listeners. Pro Pilani, how do teams compete if they don't have sponsorships? They are living the hand-to-mouth disease in a way. How do they compete against Sundowns? Yes, I agree to an extent that it's so unfortunate that the league is being decided in March. But how do teams compete if they don't have the financial muscle to compete or their recruitment because they don't have sponsorships? The
Chiefs and Pirates struggle?
Best players, they end up selling those
no, they don't,
best players
so
to
much
the very
money.
same team.
Okay, thank you. I
Live and
appreciate
direct from Ikurleni.
Sure, this is Muzimbogazi Olundi. So according to Nadim, Atazwane is learning on his job. Hayi. Akayekwe kanje uNadim engabe saphazanyiswa.
Hayibo. What does that mean?
Andile.
It means I'm correct.
Step of fist Lenyora here. Bola Mzansi. I mean, how can you take off a personally more an A team selection? And then Habutisa, and then you get to tell him because of he didn't attend the cricket match or the cricket what. It was unfair. It was unfair for Mpho Makola. Like I really feel for him. The guy is very talented. I feel for the guy, man. Like it was I feel it was a lame excuse. He was in. They could have told him that Mpho, you are not in our plans this season, so we are letting you go. Just like that.
Appreciate it. Going to be taking your calls now. The number is 086 0002160. You can comment on any of the topics we've touched on. Sakumzi on Twitter at Sakumzi_ says, I'm not sure about Kevin Msimango. He'll need to improve his game. He should have just said, I've never paid enough attention to him. That's you, Nadim. That's directed to you.
I should have what?
You should have just said, I've never paid enough attention to him. Because you said you're not sure about him.
Yeah, I'm not sure about him.
You said he needs to improve his game. But you should have just
of
said
course, Kaizer Chiefs
you've never paid attention to him.
Kaizer Chiefs is a big team. You need to improve if you're coming from TS Galaxy. Otherwise,
but do you feel you've paid enough attention to him?
Of course, he's the captain of, not the captain of TS Galaxy.
Let's move on to Mpho, who says, AmaZulu are not there yet. They need a lot of players. I fully agree with your guest there. Hashtag sports are amplified. And then Sash Gala says, I'm hoping the signings bring up some value and compete with Sundowns in the league there. So yeah, looking forward to that one. But lastly, before I let you go, Optachabu, Sundowns could win the game the league this weekend, and they don't even have to kick a ball to do so. Opta, are you there?
I'm here.
So Sundowns could win this weekend. They could hoist the league. They could be declared the winners mathematically in any way, and they don't have to kick a ball to do so.
They can be declared the winners Andile this Saturday at 7:30 p.m. without kicking a ball.
How so?
Because they've opened such a gap. If SuperSport don't win or they draw or lose, then they won't be able to catch Sundowns at all. They are the only team remaining that can still catch Sundowns. But if they drop points this weekend, then it's done.
So they need to get all 3 points.
They need to get all 3 points to keep this thing alive.
Wowie. Jabu, how do people follow you?
This thing of giving him Smango, the same thing with like Gavin Hunt. He went to join Kaizer Chiefs after winning 4 league titles. After that, Chiefs is struggling. That's why he was released during the season. So it doesn't mean if you do well in other teams, the Chiefs automatically need to be. He didn't.
Gavin Hunt was under a ban, so please be fair.
Under a ban of what?
Of signing players.
Kaizer Chiefs.
And then Atazwane came in and did well. Then Atazwane was no longer under a ban. Same season with the same players, Atazwane improved the team and survived relegation.
No. He did not improve. So anything. It was an issue of a new coach.
No, they started winning.
You are unfair in your criticism.
No, Atazwane.
Let him talk.
Coach Gavin Hunt coached the team under a transfer ban. He tried the best that he could, and it did not work out. But it does not necessarily mean that Coach Atazwane improved anything.
Who replaced Atazwane? Who replaced Gavin Hunt that season when he was fired during the season?
Obviously, it was his assistant that took over the last 2 games of the season.
And how did it do?
But for you to say
how did Ada do?
I think it's incorrect.
How did Ada do?
Well,
but you can't make someone who goes 3 games and
answer
say
the question.
I want to take calls.
Atazwane won those games.
No, but you are the same person that says Atazwane is learning on the job. And
yes, he was learning. He is learning. No, he did well then. He did well then.
Brian Makuya is out. Brian Makuya is out there. And I like it, Pro. Finally, you must speak up. I like it. Brian.
How are you, Andile?
Hey, Kelepara, wena.
Yeah, no, I can hear it. I know it's tough there.
Talk to me. What do you think?
No, man, with AmaZulu, this thing of releasing players, I think it's not a new thing to them. Since Sandile Zungu took over, I mean, it has happened last season when he released the likes of Womulenga. Besides them, Womulenga, there was a time when they released Thabo Kalinge and Eriksen Pule. They called him back. So it is the same as this one. They now, you see, like players like Buchanan and Ramakan Patel. It actually, they were supposed to go at the end of the season, but something happened that now they're forced to release them now. I think whenever the coach has a problem with the players, you just think of them to leave. That's what I think.
Brian, thank you so much. Benzo, I'm going to take you when we come back from this ad break. 086 0002160 to get in your calls.
Moments made even bigger. Whether you're gaming or streaming with 2 terabytes unlimited data from Telkom. Get the 2 terabyte LTE data plan for 699 Rand month to month, SIM only, and unlock more value, more data, and no limits. Call 10213, click telkom.co.za or go to any Telkom shop. Terms and conditions apply. Telkom, official premium partner of the Netball World Cup 2023.
Cash
Cash in on exclusive furniture deals right now at Rochester. Enjoy unbeatable combo deals where you not only save thousands, but free ottomans, coffee tables, pedestals, and more are also up for grabs. It's exclusive and it's very exciting, so don't delay. Hurry into a store or online right now. It's not just furniture, it's Rochester.
Open up to South Africans succeeding on the Insider SA Monday evenings at 6 on S3. Meet the self-starters of local fashion, decor and design, achieving global recognition. The Mavericks putting South African food, small towns and epic destinations on the world map. And discover ingenious local lifestyles, creativity and awareness, switching the globe to a more sustainable future. That's the Insider SA Monday evenings at 6. Repeat Saturdays at 1 on S3.
Right, it's time for you to give us a call. It's all about you. As it hits 6:40 on the show every single day, you know that we then have to deal with your calls and your opinions. We're going to Benzo now, who's out at Pamrich. Benzo.
Good evening, Andile. Good evening to everyone in studio. I just want
get in.
Talk, yes, I just want to talk about this thing of Orlando Pirates and Chiefs having the financial muscle the same as Mamelodi Sundowns. And this is not true. Sundowns has more money than both teams combined. I mean, like Umutlipe is a billionaire. That guy can actually give resources, any resources that Mamelodi Sundowns and the technical teams want. And according to me, he doesn't care about the profits that the team makes. So Sundowns is more of an NGO. He's just running that, you know, he can pump in as much money as he wants. Unlike, yes.
How much money do Chiefs and Pirates have?
Apparently, Vodacom alone brings in 500 million per season. Sundowns can triple that. Look at the technical team.
It's 100 million, not 500.
I think it's 100 million over because I mean it's over a period of time. It's not all in one season.
Yeah.
So you think that the amount of resources and money that Chiefs has is not enough to compete with Sundowns, and it takes money and resources in order to be able to compete with Sundowns?
It is not enough, and look at the backroom staff of like Mamelodi Sundowns. Those guys, they can hire anyone in Europe and come, either a specialist, whether a trapping coach, a free kick coach, whatever. They can go in there in Europe and get that man.
And Pirates
can't do that.
No, they can.
I don't think they can. I mean, they've done it before. I don't think we can say they can't. But also, I think let's not undermine the mammoth size of Orlando Pirates and Kaizer Chiefs and their ability to get sponsorship. You know, it always gets dwindled down to just Vodacom. But there's so many people that want to be a part of those brands. And it makes perfect sense because they're huge teams. Pro Pilani?
Why is SuperSport United ahead of Chiefs and Pirates if they are getting 100 million?
Benzo?
Ahead in terms of what?
In terms of points on the log table. SuperSport United is number 2. So if it's money that is important, that is making Sundowns great, why Chiefs and Pirates are not above SuperSport United?
Benzo?
Of course, they can be ahead of, like in terms of points, because there's a lot of politics as well, like in those two teams.
Don't change. The team. You're changing the goalpost. You're moving the goalpost, Benzo. You said it's money that they can't compete. SuperSport, you're saying, doesn't have the sort of money, but yet they are on top of Kaizer Chiefs.
Well, of
and
course,
Pirates.
SuperSport are owned by the richest company in South Africa. I mean, NASPAR.
Yeah, but they're not a spender.
Like they do.
They don't have the Europe that
they
Benzo's
just started
talking about.
now, but they've always been spending, even when they won the league 3 times in a row, and those kind of things.
No, but I mean, they've never signed the biggest and paid the biggest checks, Nadim.
No, they have. But they always sign. They have a good squad. Only now they are starting to slow down the way how they've been
Benzo.
spending. The thing is that Gavin Hunt,
the
thing that Hunt Gavin understands SuperSport, so he went. Why are you laughing at me?
Benzo, are we Valim gonna?
Yeah, guys, I hear all your points, but I'm saying Mamelodi Sundowns is 10 years ahead of everyone, and it's going to take more than money for those two teams to reach the level of Sundowns. Thank you, Andy.
Now we are talking.
I appreciate you. Let's go to Lunga. Lunga's out in Roodepoort. Lunga. Oh, no, Lunga had such a great point that he'd wanted to make, but nonetheless, it's 56, and let's quickly go through the games, and I'd love to get your betting slips out if you're a betting man, and let's see what these guys have to say. Guys, big games of the weekend. We've already started. I'll leave Kaizer Chiefs for last year, but you've seen some of the games. Sundowns of course, they're in action this weekend. They play in Cape Town. What do you think?
It's an easy win for Sundowns. I mean,
an easy win. Sundowns, Cape Town City are always fire matches.
It doesn't matter, but I mean, they will hammer Cape Town City. A lot of us. That's how they will celebrate winning the league. It might be like 3-0 or something like that. There's
Pro Pilane? Pro?
Tomorrow.
Yep, go for it.
Yeah, Sundowns is playing CAF Champions League tomorrow. They are playing Cape Town City on Tuesday.
On Tuesday, yes, but this is this week's things.
Yeah, but Cape Town City will perform a guard of honor. They'll be the first one to do a guard of honor on Tuesday.
Tuesday, 7:30, that game kicks off. And then let's come to Sunday now. TS Galaxy, Maritzburg United.
Maritzburg United needs to survive relegation, and this is their chance to win their first final of the 7 finals.
And then the biggest one, Nadim, the biggest one for me this weekend. This is the game I'm going to be glued to. AmaZulu Swallows.
Yeah, the thing AmaZulu is that they have a coach who's struggling to turn draws into wins. And Swallows are bad. I mean, we're not expecting them to win in Durban. I don't know why you're saying it's a big one. Maybe Kaizer Chiefs.
Oh, no, it's a big match because of where both teams are.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but I mean, it might even be a draw like that. One of those games where no one will win because both of them are struggling.
By the way, that Sundowns match is going to be live on SABC tomorrow evening. Make sure that you do catch it. It's on SABC 1 Champions League action, of course, that Sundowns is playing. Then Kaizer Chiefs versus Stellenbosch, Pro Pilane.
Well, you know that Kaizer Chiefs is window shopping at Stellenbosch. They are always looking at Mteto and Mendieta on the window. But Stellies, they are a team on form. Kaizer Chiefs, 4 wins in a row, but I think it's going to end in a draw, unfortunately.
Pirates, Richards Bay, let's close it. Nadim?
It's a win for Pirates. Richard Bay, they're just waiting for next season and then they go to the NFD. I mean, they are lucky that they're not going to be relegated because they started well in the first 12 games of the season. They have not won in their last 7 matches, lose almost every game. They are one of the worst teams in the PSL. They are not improving. Next season, if they don't improve, obviously, they'll go back where they were that season, NFD.
Right, thank you so much. It's almost top of the hour, 7 o'clock, which means that 2 people that, unlike us, are camera ready. Thank you so much, Pro Pilane, as well, of course, as Nadim. Sure. I think we've also got on the line still Obtajab. We appreciate it. Catch him again, of course, next week, Friday. Now, camera ready people, you can hang out there, Ludo.
Are we camera ready?
You can hang out there. People that look like they should be on camera have just entered the studio.
Don't hate us because we have good, skin routines before we go to bed at night.
Naked actually saw the cameras, went outside to put the earrings on and came back in.
You have to. You taught me well. You taught me well.
Yeah. I mean, you've done that for years. Be camera ready.
Wow. 7 o'clock, guys. New radio season. What is it? From Monday onwards?
Oh yeah, indeed. Our contracts got renewed. In case you don't know, I don't know why you're bringing that up, but yeah.
I'm just saying that we got a renewal. So this is the last of this season. Yeah, we're getting into the next season.
New Year's Eve. Too.
Yeah, extra.
It is.
How?
Again.
So is this? Is there going to be change? Is this going to be, or because you guys stay on, it's going to be just a continuation?
Not a continuation. I think with Audiogasm, there's always new surprises. We always refresh the show.
Yes.
So I just cannot wait for 2023 this year. Andile. It's going to be on another level.
Trust us.
2023 is the one.
It's the one. This is the one.
It'll be like Audiogasm, like you've never heard it before.
I think it's going to be so crazy. I don't know if our contract's going to be renewed next year.
Say Vala.
Yeah.
Well, I look forward to it every single Friday. It's no different today. It's 1 after the hour 7. What do you have going on today?
Let me actually start it off like this for the 2023 season.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you what's coming up on the show, but I have a riddle for you.
Oh, man.
Let's go. What is the one place that Lulo would love to go? But he's afraid of commitment.
I'm already laughing. What the hell?
The altar.
Why don't you warn me about such questions?
Not. You see?
What?
2023. No. I'll tell you later on Audiogasm.
What time?
Stick around.
What time is the answer?
Stick around. It's coming up on Audiogasm.
Hey, but Themba Bavuma taking South Africa through, the Proteas winning that match there. So as far as that is done and dusted. Themba Bavuma and the boys doing the business. 2 after the hour 7. From all of us, we'll catch you again on Monday for a new season as well, renewal of Sports Not Amplified with Andile.
Ooh, congratulations, Andile.
Wow.
We stay connected.
Fabulous.
No matter where you are.